I'ma gotta get it.
Name for yourself.
No, we speculated heavily throughout various streams. If anyone has a good idea, look, I like Sloth. But maybe Sloth doesn't roll off the tongue. Maybe that's not a keeper. Hey. There's a few other ones. Maybe we should leave it audience vote.
Right, we'll wait for...
I'm still Andrew at the moment.
We'll wait for Andrew we'll stick with. And before we get into anything, want to thank our partners. That's the Conestoga College, Conestoga Students Incorporated, Six Sigma, and Nike. And an exciting matchup today. Pressure is going to be on Andrew.
Yeah, for our Rocket League team.
Yes,
if people didn't know what esport we're playing tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a really big game for the team. They almost need a win tonight.
Well, yeah, they're in NECC, and tonight they need to get a win to make playoffs. The top 4 teams make playoffs, and if they don't make this, it's like an 80% chance that they don't make playoffs at all, and so the pressure is going to be on for our team tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see how they're able to handle that sort of pressure and be able to play under that sort of circumstance. But it's definitely, as an athlete, these are the games you love. These are the games you play for. So it's going to be very exciting.
Hey, speaking of the athletes, let's see our players. The team is looking good. They've looked good all semester, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. This is like the Minnesota all hockey hair team. We got Hurt on the end. We got 80 with some great flow. And we got Akaza, who's not playing tonight, but on the sub.
Hey, he's on all flow squad.
Oh yeah,
all American for flow, all Canadian, all collegiate. We'll call it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's no better way to describe the Minnesota hockey hair.
Yeah, some great hair on the squad. I'm working on it. I'll get there.
Hey, that's the perfect description, and we'll see if their hands are going to be running through their hair with the pressure. As Tanae is again winning, you're in, and we'll have to wait and see. I mean, if we see the stand. I mean, we'll get a better understanding of what's really required here.
So the understandings, speaking of them, they're coming right up. And you can see that Conestoga Condors are in 4th place right now at 3-3 on the season. And, yeah, we need a win tonight to keep us in that spot above 500. That gets us a good shot at making the playoffs. A loss gives us a good shot at not making the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's a talented team, that's for sure. 3-3, not so reflective of their skills, but maybe reflective of how much they need to walk in. And here's the team that they're facing off against today, Lander University. Yep. And if you saw them on the standings there, 2nd place, Andrew.
Yeah, and I believe the only game, when I was doing a little bit of recon about this squad before the match, the only game that they have lost is to the 1st place team, St. Clair.
Who are 7-0.
Yes.
So
Yep.
everyone loses to them, so we'll have to see how good Lander is, and we'll have to see how nervous the boys are going up against the second-place team in these standings when we are in fourth.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of nervousness, they're looking pretty good. Smiles-wise, they're having fun, but I mean, it's hard not to smile in the presence of Brody there.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking to them earlier. We were in the hub earlier where they are set to play these games, and they were loud. They were getting into their games and enjoying themselves, really. And, you know, with the team chemistry they have, you know, it goes a long way.
Absolutely. It's a key component for Rocket League is to be able to get in the zone, and it's nothing sucks you out of the zone like crashing out.
Yeah, I remember they crashed out in their scrims, you think?
Yeah. So, you know, hopefully they don't want to get too mad or down too early in any of these games. And I mean, even if they do, they're pretty good at keeping it together and keeping their composure. So as long as they're having fun, I think they should be able to see what they can do against this. You know, when you're outmatched, you get to be the underdog and you get to play above yourself, which is always a good spot to be in.
Yeah, Coach Hurd on the corner, you know, it puts them in a good position to stay in games if they do end up crashing out, so to say.
Did I use that wrong?
And, you know, so Coach Hurd is there. He helps out the team a whole bunch. Andrew, I think we're getting close to being able to hear from the players.
Okay, that's great. I want to hear what they have to say. So,
yeah, can we send it to them for interview?
Yeah, I'm hanging out with the players right now. They got some good vibes going on. I heard you guys, the lobby's about ready, so I'm not gonna keep you here too long. Coach will start kicking my butt if I do. But we gotta go down the line here, talk about this because I've been hearing this is a big match for you guys.
Yeah, this is the second in our division, and this is the last one of our season, and we kind of need to win this one. Yeah.
What I mean, what's going in through your head when you're thinking about the potential loss? Like, how do you keep those demons out?
You kind of just try and focus on the win as much as possible. Like, we want to win. We know we can win. We can compete with high-level players, so we just try and keep that in mind, I guess, as much as we can and just stay calm.
All right, and that's a good mentality to have as the coach too. The captain, shouldn't you be sitting in the middle though?
Yeah, they kind of like took my spot. Not gonna lie. I did have to drive somebody home today, so I got here a little later than usual, and so they just took my spot there. But you know, past couple weeks they've been kind of together there.
All right, well I'm gonna go talk to them. Chunk, good luck. Rochelle, you started talking there. Why did he get kicked out?
I did nothing. It was all Aiden. Aiden came in and was like, I'm sitting in the middle because I like fist bumping both of you.
I mean, that's kind of camaraderie. It's either chaos or camaraderie.
But it's very weird because he doesn't fist bump normal.
So
This is what he does.
I would kick him off the team.
Yeah, we both have to deal with that.
Oh yeah, you lucky man, you're leaving.
Thanks. Good luck, guys.
Well, you guys do have, I believe, nationals later on too, so you still have more games with the squad. But I guess for you, I kind of want to know, getting near the end of the season and the semester and the team for you, what's been going through your head? Because like this has honestly been a lot of fun. It's looked like, at least, unless your face is telling a different story than what you feel.
Well, for this game in particular, we're just going to forget what happened before. Just play this game like this is the first game of our season, and hopefully we win it.
For you, though, with the team, knowing that, hey, you're gone from them, though, what's in the – maybe he's ignoring the question because he doesn't want to finalize those thoughts.
Yeah. I've already chosen a prodigy.
Okay.
He
saw last night.
Yeah, and I gave him my controller as well. He's going to replace me, and he's going to be even better than me. But slightly less better, but I'll be more better. You guys won't be able to replace me because I'm Indian and I'm also a Rocket League player.
All right, well, I got your thoughts. How easy it really is going to be to replace him.
Very easy.
Now I heard the commentators say that there was like an 80% chance that you're winning tonight. And do you think they were alluding to you? Are you the difference maker?
Wow, what a question to ask. Yeah, I'm a peak.
All right, are we finally going to get final questions? I know you guys got to go. Are we finally going today? And you tell me, you say it to the camera. I don't know which one we're looking at right now. Well, let's look at that one because that one's is a nicer camera. Look at that camera and tell me right now, are we getting the psycho you promised us?
I'll try my very best.
That's not. No, you don't get to talk anymore. That's not the answer I was looking for. We got in the game. We're going to find out if he tries his very best. Let's send it back to the casters so these guys can kick some butt.
And try his very best. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, absolutely.
They do definitely look like the pressure is not getting to them. They look like they're having a great time.
No, yeah, definitely. You can see they're having fun.
It's radiating through the
80
screen.
said he might go for that Psycho finally. I mean, that's a good way to cap off the season.
I will say he's gone for it a few times.
Yeah,
But he hit it today.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that's what he said he's going to hopefully do. I mean, that's a good way to have a season, even if you lose. You hit us. No,
Yeah, well, and then you heard the players saying that no matter what, well, not no matter what, if they make
Yeah.
playoffs, it's not over, but
Yeah.
this is the last regular season game. This is the last group stage, so to say, and
yeah.
the pressure, not on. We'll have to wait and see what happens in our game when we jump into that, and if that doesn't get you excited for some Rocket League action, I don't know what does.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing beats this. It's the stakes are set. You have real reason to go for a win today. I mean, not that you don't at any other night, but tonight it matters, and you want to see that.
Oh, of all nights to win, it would be tonight. I mean, the other weeks, I mean, every week matters, but you heard them before the stream say that they're just going to treat this like it's game one.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that's the mentality they're going into this with.
Yeah, exactly. If you didn't win in the other weeks, or if you did win in the other weeks, maybe this one wouldn't be. But we like true cinematic fashion. We want to see a big Game 7 on Game 7. You know what I mean?
Oh, we want to see Game 7
This is Game
in
7
our
of the
best
season. But
oh, okay.
We
because
also
this, yes.
on the other side of things, just for the sake of standings and everything, if we do lose, it would be ideal to go to Game 7. That's how the more games you take, that actually helps your odds, I
Yes,
believe.
that is what we were hearing.
So we
before
do
the
want to
game.
see a Game 7 if we lose, and if we win, maybe we'll sweep.
That is wishful thinking. Nice to put that caster curse out early
Yeah.
into the world. So it's, can't even say it's your fault.
As
It
long
was-
as the
it's
sweep
too
doesn't
early.
come true.
No, exactly. And again, treating it like game one, this is a best of 7 series. So it's going to go long no matter what. No way it goes any shorter than 4 games. Because that's how math works.
Right, yeah. You can't win a best of 4 unless if it goes less than 4, we have bigger problems.
I would be very concerned. Before we hop in, any score predictions for tonight?
4-2 Conestoga. I want to see the Condors win.
That's what I was saying before the game, but here we are jumping right in and repeat with the flip reset immediately to start this one off. The offensive chance not going in his favor, but we're going to keep the action rolling here as that was on net. It looks like Chunk might have hit that to the side.
Yeah, right off the bat, some shot both ways for each team. Now we got Peace in the air. Sorry. Repeat and Pack. I'm having a hard time
Combined
reading these
them.
names. I got to work on my my eyesight here, but it's going back into the Lander University zone, and we've got Rashil with a shot on net that's blocked.
A huge save there from Slime, and just like that, it's going the other way. Repeat, putting it in the air and in the goal.
Yeah. No, that's just Conestoga's team getting caught a little too deep there. Chunk misses that ball, and then 80 doesn't make enough contact on this one, or he doesn't make contact with the ball
it makes
at all.
full contact
Yeah, full
with the
contact
player.
with the player, not the ball, unfortunately, and that's a free goal.
Oh, and we're back into it. And there's a demolition right off the start. Conestoga is going to be itching and clawing their way back into this one, but they're hemmed in their own zone to start this off. A nice clear there from Rashil, trying to send it back over.
Tried to anticipate a little bit of a chip by the defender there, but it went underneath him. And there's a flick by Pack, or sorry, not Pack, but Slime's there to hit the rebound.
It's playing defense here. Chunk on that wall, comes over, is able to get a good hit off that one, but putting the pressure on still. Lander University, with their 1-0 lead a minute into this one, has the energy in this, and they're just keeping in the zone. You can see the confidence in the way they're playing so far.
Yeah, they've had Conestoga hemmed in a bit here. They've already got 1 goal, but Conestoga is able to clear this attempt to the corner before it comes back to the middle off of a repeat pass, just off the crossbar. And Slime's there for the rebound. Nice save for 80.
Yeah, that one just hitting off the top of his car, and it's staying out front. It's going to take a big effort here from Conestoga to get it out of the zone. The midfield defense out of Lander has been outstanding so far. That's Repeat and Pack combining on it, sending it over to Conestoga's net. 80 at least able to get it into the corner, and Rashil able to make another save.
And
This
here's
one.
Chunk hits it up the wall in midfield and is now going for a touch, but that's knocked away by Slime, so the Condors don't have as much of attack going on right now. And again, cleared out of the corner by Slime on that pass attempt by 80.
Shield able to meet him in mid-air, but again, the follow-ups from Lander University have been great, but Conestoga as well. We've got double counters for days here as 80 trying to center that one. Chunk with a shot, and that one's in. What a pass, what a play.
Yeah, that was a great play by Conestoga. Way to just kind of stick with this one. Not a weird bounce out of the corner, but Chunk anticipated that and is able to put that home past the defenseman with no boost.
Yeah, and there was just no one in the net, like you're saying. That's what Conestoga will take here. And look at Chunk going up with the ball, starting off aggressive.
Yep, it's a 1-1 game, just under halfway through the match. And Slime's going to come down towards the Conestoga zone. That's cleared out by 80. They're going to start an attack.
Just Pack on the Lander squad, passing over to Slime, and that is in a set play, and it was set up perfectly.
Yeah, you see Pack take a slow touch on this one, just kind of set it up, and then gives Slime just a chance to hammer that home. No Conestoga defender back. They got caught a little deep as well.
That 1-0 lead went 1-1, and now, just as soon as it was 1-1, it's 2-1. Conestoga with their backs against the wall again.
Here comes 80 with a fake in the air, and he scores!
That was brilliant!
Yeah, just got that defender, just sent him flying. Like you see this. Expects a touch up, and that leaves a wide open net for 80 there.
He's got to be proud of himself for that one. Just as soon as it was 2-1,
a lot of twos on the board. It's 2-2, 2-2-2.
That is impressive work, and we'll see if Conestoga can keep that going. Momentum, it's just been back and forth in this one, Andrew.
Yep. Got 80 cutting off the air dribble attempt by the Lander University player, and that's going to go deep into the Lander zone. Pack is there to bring that out front, but that's cut off by the Conestoga player. I didn't see who. Here goes Slime for an air dribble out of the zone.
He took that so far with him. He tried to get that little ground pinch at the end to set it up for a teammate, unable to do so. And here's Conestoga with the ball. They lose it. It's right back in their zone, finding it in the air, repeat, and there's the clear. Chunk, ever reliable.
Yep, some good defense there by Chunk. He's going to try and get this one towards the net. I think it's in. It is.
It was. You nailed it. You could have called it better. Off the wall and in the net. Look at this one.
I don't really know what happened with Slime there. It was in a position to maybe make that save, but just didn't get there in time. I guess he had no boost, so he got caught flat-footed.
And when you put the ball in net like that, with the speed he was able to get off the wall, there's no mistake about it. Conestoga up 3-2 and their first lead of the game.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about this Conestoga team is they have so many things up their sleeve that they really keep this Lander University team guessing, especially in game one. We were kind of feeling out. Like, Chunk easily could have made a pass there, but instead he just puts a hard shot on net, and it just catches everybody flat-footed.
We were talking before the game with Coach Hurd, Conestoga not doing anything in particular crazy to prepare for this one, just doing their thing as per usual, and if you've seen this team all year, then you know exactly that this is, in fact, their thing.
Here goes 80 with a backboard. He's going to try for a double touch and put that in. Oh, just off the crossbar.
And the follow-up from Rochelle also off the crossbar, unable to get it to go when it's on Conestoga's net and Pack from the other end.
That's a whole field goal for Pack. Everyone got a little bit jonesed about that, a little bit excited about that back post thing, and just wasn't able to get back in time to get that ball out of harm's reach.
Yeah, back-to-back crossbars for Conestoga. It's the only thing.
Back there.
The only thing keeping this from being a 4-2 game, now a 3-3 game. Conestoga with 1 minute left in this one. We'll see if they're able to break this deadlock.
See a musty flick by Pack there mid-zone. That's blocked by the Conestoga player. Rochelle's going to follow this up into the corner. Knocked away by Slime and still in the Lander University left corner there.
Yeah, they had 3 members back, able to make a counter on that one, and Conestoga putting that back into their own zone. Oh, Slime coming over with it.
Dribble, and he just fakes out Rochelle there, and that's going to be a goal for Lander University, going up 4-3 with 29 seconds to play.
Yeah, if you look at that fake, Rochelle thinking it's going high.
80 got bumped, I believe, too. He was definitely stuck in the net there. Not able to make it to that ball.
Now 30 seconds left. In a 4-3 game here, Conestoga is going to have to be going balls to the wall.
Got a dribble into the zone by Pack. No boost for him, so he's not going to be able to do a whole lot with that. And 80 is there to try and clear this ball out.
unable to get to it on the pass was Rashiel. Conestoga set something up. They have 10 seconds left here. Chunk in midair. Coming over to it was Rashiel, unable to it on the midair pass. That one out front, a good defensive play by Lander. A demolition by Chunk, and hey, it's still in the air, but it looks like it's in Lander control.
Oh, we got Chunk with a shot. That's going to go really hard into the corner, so hopefully they can keep that up. They do. We're going to see if we can get anything going here.
This has stayed alive so long, Andrew.
Yeah, still in the air. Chunk pops that up. Might be knocked down by the Lander player. It is. So that goes game 1 to Lander. Lander University, 4-3, the final score of that one, and really close game. Unfortunately, Conestoga does not take that first game.
Yeah, unfortunately they can't. It was such a great one regardless, though. It gives me hope for the team moving forward, as it kind of looked like they started a little slower, a little on the back foot, and they were able to come out and just barely lose that one. 0 seconds left.
Yeah, they were able to turn their, put their foot on the pedal there without being too on the nose about a driving game. But you could see some more confident shooting from them. They were putting a lot of hard, well-placed shots on net, and that's something you want to keep seeing. So hopefully they can maintain that effort, and you can see some stern looks on their faces. They're trying to absolutely lock in here because it's what they need to keep the season alive.
Again, this is the last game of the regular season, and if they lose this, about an 80% chance that they don't make playoffs. So it all comes down to this. Conestoga is in 4th place right now. They need to maintain that positioning, or, climb up the ranks a little bit. I can't remember from the standings or not if they were able to do so. They were 3-3.
Yeah, I believe it. I guess it depends on the other games going on this evening.
Well, I know that Lander here is 7-1 or 6-1.
6-1, yeah.
There you go. Thank you.
So, yeah, there's no one catching them in second, I don't believe, but Conestoga might be able to tie the 3rd place team if they lose, and that would help them.
And that would not be such a horrible achievement. And here we are in our 2nd game of Rocket League. Conestoga has to get this one back. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew, but that would be the momentum killer.
Yeah, that would it would be very hard to go down 2-0 in a best of 7, but it's not as bad as 3-0, but it really puts you against the wall. And we're seeing it in the Conestoga zone to start out the game. Right now, 80 is going to go for an air dribble to clear this one. That's blocked by the Lander University player. Doesn't get quite the touch he wants on that, but it's a pass for Slime, and he almost puts that in. And a backboard shot.
Are you kidding me? Andrew, what just happened?
Holy cow. I almost said swear words. That's how nasty this was.
Look at that
was,
shot.
What a shot by Chunk.
Chunk from end to end. We've seen 2 cross-court goals just today, and that was one of the more incredible ones I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was like a perfect touch by Chunk. We got 2 demos off the face-off here for Lander, but Chunk's on the ball, so we're not in too much danger because of those. And Chunk is demoed. Lander is really going for the demos now. They want to assert their presence. Let Conestoga know they're here, and they're not going to let Chunk keep scoring nasty goals like that.
I mean, going up 1-0 Conestoga off of Chunk's effort, and they're still in their defensive zone. It's not like Lander has given up on this game whatsoever.
No. That was some good backboard defense there by Rashiel to clear that one out, and Lander decides to take it back to their own zone, see what they can do from their goal line.
80 coming off the ceiling, trying to make a play on that one, unable to. Pack reaching in the corner, centering it, but no one there for Lander University. Condors defense able to block them enough. That one on net, unable to get to it.
Oh, and a very fortunate pop-up there for Chunk. He might be able to put this home. He is.
Chunk has just been doing some superstar plays right now, Andrew.
Yeah. We got the Lander University guy commit on that one, and that puts Chunk in front of everybody. A demo on the backboard on the back check wasn't enough for the Lander University team, and Chunk puts that home.
It ain't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Chunk with the solo effort was able to put that home. No one able to answer his call, and there it is. Conestoga gets a demo off the
touch
start.
here for 80. Might be able to knock that in. Unfortunately, just goes wide off the backboard double touch.
This has been back and forth the whole way. Conestoga and Lander trading
What a
possession.
save by Chunk there. Just able to get back on the goal line in time and cut that one off. That was going to go in because I don't think 80 would have been able to get to it.
Speaking of 80, here he comes out of Conestoga's end, doing some nifty moves with it, trying to fake someone out and trying to clear it, unable to get it in front of the net.
Lander's coming back with a hard shot on net, just wide, luckily. And Rashiel's there to corral the rebound.
And get exploded for his efforts. Coming in here, Conestoga still on the defense. That one out front of the net. Rashiel just respawned, and he's coming off the wall with the ball on the ceiling. Coming over his Chunk, unable to get it, and that one's coming towards Conestoga's net.
Chunk had to hang back a little bit there because you could see that Rashiel had no boost, so he wasn't expecting too hard of a pass, and it was a good play by Chunk just to keep it calm. Now he brings that into the Lander zone, and that's turned around by Lander.
Yeah, that one almost a self-clear for Conestoga. Trying to come back up, Repeat able to make a good defensive play, and he's following that up in the air. Rashiel as well. Everyone's flying. Look at that.
Oh yeah, nice pass by 80, but no one really in the area to pick that one up. An awkward bounce off the wall as well. I don't think anyone expected it to go down like that. And another nice clear for Rashiel. That almost goes the length of the field, but Lander is there to pick that up.
And then come right back out of their zone. Conestoga, again, backs have been against the wall a little bit, but they have that 2-0 advantage where they're able to play a little bit more slow, a little bit more defensively. There have been shot opportunities, but none of them have been so dire.
Yep. There's a demo on Chunk, so that brings him out of the play. Conestoga had a little bit of a disadvantage right now. Rashiel with no boost, able to clear that to mid, which is very fortunate as Chunk gets a second to respawn here. A shot on goal just above the net, though, and that's going to be cleared out by 80.
Again, these shot opportunities, but a lot of them haven't been super high damage. That one just over the net, hitting the crossbar. Conestoga didn't need to really go so crazy for it. There's 1 minute 30 seconds left, and you have that 2-goal lead, and that's a beautiful play by Repeat. That's the first real scoring opportunity of the game for Lander, and they didn't disappoint.
No, this is a great solo effort there. A little flick reset into another touch, and that puts it home in the corner past 80. Not a lot he can do in that situation. Just some pretty fancy maneuvers there.
Yeah, that's what Condors were trying to avoid. Those individual efforts, those really good scoring opportunities. That's what bites you, and that's what their defense was doing so well for preventing. But here's another great shot.
Yep. Great save by Rashiel to get there in time. I wasn't sure he was going to, but he was on that, and now 80 with no boost, and Rashiel with no boost as well. Going to keep this one moving towards the Lander zone.
This is where Conestoga wants to be.
Yeah. Rashiel gets that boost at the back, so they're working with some boost, but Lander is now attacking, and that's a demo on the back check for 80. That's a big demo, mitigates some of the attack there for Lander University.
Super smart demo, but right back into Conestoga's zone. We're playing tennis now with that mid-court line as the net. They're just back and forth, and here's Conestoga. No boost for Rashiel in the corner, so he's unable to maintain possession. There's a demo, so Conestoga's down a man.
Big save by the Chunk to get that out, and this is going to go to Rashiel. He's going to try and put that towards the net. See if you can get a double touch here off the read the defender's play. Doesn't able to get that one off of Repeat.
Yeah, Repeats with the solo effort was doing really well with it, but Chunk's defense just a little bit better there, able to mitigate any play they were trying to do.
Yeah, that's a great clear there by 80. You could see that Chunk had no boost left after making that save, and 80 himself didn't even have any. So they were going to be in some hot water if they couldn't get that one out. And Rashiel's there to knock that one down as well off the mid and just keep the ball away. If they can knock it down, that's the end of game one. Conestoga now ties the series at 1-1.
And that's what I was waiting for, Andrew. That's what I expected from the boys, and that's what I thought they were capable of in that first game, and they just let it get away from them. This one took a 2-0 lead and didn't relinquish it.
No, they could be happy about how they played there. A lot of really good saves right on the goal line there. They're just like, I think those get the momentum up. You know, if you're like, oh no, that's going in, and it's like it didn't. Then all of a sudden you're like, okay, let's turn this around and score. And they were able to capitalize on a few other chances there.
I mean, Rashiel was good for 3 of them himself in that game. 3 saves, no assists, no goals as Chunk with 2 solo efforts in that one. Of course, you want everybody scoring, but hey, you take them how they come.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like they're remaining locked in. They're not goofing around too hard. You know, not quite as many smiles as we saw from before the game, despite a victory in that one. But,
I was going to say, look at their faces right now. This is a locked-in team. Rashiel and the rest of the boys listening to Coach Hurd right now. Talk to them. Tell them, hey, you played a good game, but I want to see more out of you. I know that we can beat them, and I just got to see it. And I'm excited to see it. I wonder if you're going to see it at home, this Conestoga team. They're playing good, but I know they could turn it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have if they can deal with the Lander has been really good at doing a couple things in the Conestoga zone. They've been demoing Conestoga like no tomorrow, and they've been taking the Conestoga boost, or at least they were for a good portion of the last bit of that game, and that leaves Conestoga a little slower on defense, which can lead to some errors if they maintain that, but Conestoga's been managing it quite well regardless.
There was repeat off the start in the air, trying to get it going. Chunk following it up, and do you think we're going to see some early game explosions here?
It's going to be a hard shot on net for Pack. He's going to try and go for a double touch, and that's, yeah, that goes just unable to get cleared by Conestoga, and Slime's there to put it home.
And the early game explosions go in the favor of Lander University. Look at this slowly fall and Chunk.
Yeah, just an unfortunate bounce. The timing hits off the back of Rashiel's car and sends it right back out front.
He just wasn't really in a spot to get to it where he needed to be, so it'll be on them to respond to the goal now. Conestoga, opposite situation of game 2, but there's Chunk meeting the defender. Unable to keep it going, though.
Yep. He keeps it in the Lander zone, though, and 80's here to follow it up for a pass to Chunk. Just a little too far out of reach, and he puts that into the corner.
Chunk's trying to keep it going, and Conestoga is able to stay in the zone, playing this one very aggressively and getting a demolition. It's going to be a 3-on-2 for a bit, but Repeat doesn't care.
Yeah, he gets that one out of there with a sneaky little wave dash there to get some momentum on the ball and keep that deep into the Conestoga zone. There's the Chunk, though, to mitigate the attack by Slime.
Another demolition as well. Another demolition as well. These are just popping off the board.
Yeah, they're just going crazy. They're trying to take as many Conestoga players. Oh, off the crossbar. They're just trying to take Conestoga off the map there, and they're using these demos fairly effectively.
So Conestoga's going to have to keep this thing going, keep this thing rolling. 80 tried for the counter hit there, unable to get to it. Meeting it in the air, though, Rashiel with the big brain play, but unable to keep that momentum going. It'll be on Chunk in his defensive effort here. Unable to get to it.
He just missed that one in the corner, and that, if he makes contact with this ball, that booms way out, like the way the first goal happened, and unfortunately it doesn't happen, and then he's not able to get down in time to make that save. And now Lander University finds themselves up 2-0.
And that's such a hard play to make. And
yeah, well, it's just a millisecond, and that ball is launched, but unfortunately, we're going to see almost a goal. 80 not able to get there in time. That was a great pass by the Chunk.
And going back on it, Chunk, keeping this momentum going. Conestoga with another demolition, a shot on net, and that one barred down in the net. Chunk needed it. Needed that one, Andrew.
Chunk goes bar down ski here. After getting bumped, the quick demo clears up some space for him, and he just gets a free shot. He's like, yeah, I'm going Bardanskis. They should have the ding sound effect from hockey.
That would be so satisfying to hear every single time. And you want to talk about momentum. I mean, the bar down ding sound from that would be momentum. But hey, 1 goal for Conestoga, 3 minutes left in this one. That was exactly what they needed. Started off the comeback hopefully faster than Lander did in that last game.
Yeah. There's a nice clear by Rashiel, getting a lot of power on that shot off the wall there. He's going to keep that in the Lander zone. It's touched again by Pack, though. He's going to try and get it out of there. But 80 now with an advance, and that might go in. Oh, Pack or
Great
Slime.
save.
Yeah.
Great save to get back on that.
Yeah. Slime there to bring it into the Conestoga zone. And Rashiel's going to try and bring that out. That's blocked by Pack, but Chunk is there to make another touch.
Make an attempt on a touch there. Yeah. He had no boost, and that's going to make defending a lot more difficult there. A play on the wall, sending it back into Conestoga's end. That's Slime, unable to get it on net. The Chunk was ready for it there.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty dangerous-looking air dribbles from the Lander University team, so Conestoga's always got to be ready for those, because, as much as that went wide by Slime, one other flip or something, and that's all of a sudden on net and a dangerous shot. Speaking of a dangerous shot, there's Rashiel with a big save, and another huge save by Chunk. Oh, my goodness.
Going back-to-back with them, and Chunk. That was, I think, 80 sending it down the field, trying to clear it, and then right back into their zone.
Yeah, Lander. He's able to make that save. That was bananas. Yeah.
That was as close as it gets before going in. Double as well. 2 good shot opportunities, and then the 3rd shot opportunity. Slime puts it home. Make no mistake about this one.
Yeah, that just finds his way out to Slime, kind of just anticipating it more than maybe Chunk was on defense, and he gets caught a little too far away to make that save.
Now it's 3-1. That comeback effort for Conestoga is going to have to be that much more impressive now, as it is a 2-goal game instead of 1.
Yes.
1 minute 30 left on the clock.
Minute 30 is a lot of time in Rocket League time, but you still want to get on the board again as soon as possible, try and mitigate this lead just for the mental. And be able to get in it. There's Chunk. He's going to keep that in the Lander University zone, and that's knocked away by Repeat.
Uh-oh, that one looked like it had issues, but Rashiel was able to get to it there. Pack just missing it. That one on net. Great save by Rashiel as well. So many close calls against Conestoga in this game so far. They're definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board after this one, change something up, as you cannot have this many close opportunities against you.
Yeah, for sure. You don't want to be giving up those scoring chances, but it does give a chance to showcase some of the composure that Rashiel has, making so many saves in this series so far, like 3 last game, probably 3 this game. And there's the Chunk to clear that one into the corner. We're going to see him try and follow it up.
No one able to grab that one. It'll be on 80, the third member of Conestoga back, trying to clear it. And that minute 30 is turned into just 30 left. Conestoga has to score 2 goals here unless they want to go down 2-1 in the series. And Slime, that individual effort, Andrew.
Yeah, he just, or it was Repeat to bring it in, and then Rashiel gets knocked down, and Slime just sticks this one, makes a nice hit, still has a flip, able to flip it back in and put that upstairs.
The individual effort I was talking about. And there's incredible follow-up from the Lander University striker on that
Slime stuck to it. It must have been surface tension. Okay.
The Slime is rather sticky around here.
Yeah.
Like we're a 2018 TikTok trend.
Ew.
Has 80. And the rest of Conestoga not giving up on this one, but with 10 seconds left, it's looking all but over, and it's looking like Lander is going to be taking an early lead in this series.
Yeah, looks like Lander is going to go up 1-1 as soon as this ball, or 2-1, pardon, after this ball hits the ground. It's still up in the air, though. Conestoga maybe wants to try and get one more. They weren't able to do so as the game ends now. It's 2-1 for Lander University.
Nothing wrong with a little momentum boost when you need it at the end of the game there. Because, again, it's not like when that clock hits 0, the war ends, just that one battle.
Yeah.
And so Conestoga playing the war of attrition here. They're going to have to stay in this one. Stay locked in. Of course, it is a best of 7, not a best of 5. If it was a best of 5, I'd be worried.
Yeah. Yeah, a best of 5 being down 2-1 is not an ideal place to be, but right now, best of 7, they still have at least 2 more games, and hopefully for them, 3 more.
Well,
or 4 more,
or 4.
honestly, for Conestoga right now. We can see Hurd talking to the team, giving them the things they need to hear. You know, as much as they've made some mistakes on defense there, they did have some pretty solid composure in terms of making nice plays. So we'll hopefully see that they can just get their strats ironed out. And
Well, exactly. It's not like the opportunities dried up, Andrew. It's more so that just the pressure was on. The difference between that game and the second game in our series, I gotta say, was the shot opportunities that were given up by Conestoga. They were just all over them in that last game.
mm-hmm, yeah, a bit of a relentless attack there by Lander University for sure. Just really trying to find the holes in the Conestoga defense. They were able to do so a couple times there. So Conestoga wants to tighten that up and just play their game, play what they did in the second game when they were able to win there.
But it was a great game that they were able to play.
Yeah.
They definitely have to harness that energy as we hop into our third game here. Aggressive off the face-off, every single member in this game.
Yep. There's Slime with a shot off the wall, or maybe it was a pass. That's a great save by Chunk to get there in time.
Yeah, we're starting off early with the shots, with the passes, and now with the clears. Conestoga going back out over to Lander University's side, and they really have to win this one. If they lose this, you can't go down 3-1 in a series like this with an opponent as good as Lander University is.
Yeah, that was a great play by Slime. Unfortunately, gets caught, or gets the ball past Rashiel, and the Chunk is caught with no boost, and that's a hard save to make when you have no momentum to get where you need to go.
And now, playing the comeback game, Conestoga is going to have to put everything on the line here. And you saw it off the face-off there. If that was on net, that would have been a second goal. Lander University immediately back on the attack here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of pressure here from Lander right off the bat in this game. I think they want to keep it going. But there's a shot on net for Rashiel, or just wide, and then it's cleared out by Pack. Slime fakes a touch, and wow, what a save by 80 to get there in time. That fake touch almost got the Conestoga defense.
Just barely getting over, and this is what Conestoga had to avoid in this one. These good shot opportunities, and they're coming plentiful for Lander right now, but Conestoga coming right back over. That was Rashiel and 80 Chunk trying to combine. an ill-advised pass.
Yeah, just a little beyond where 80 was, but 80's going to take this back to the own zone and bring an air possession here. Try and pass that to Rashiel. That's knocked away by the pack.
And they've just been all over them right now. Conestoga, no offensive possession so far. Right here, they're trying, and they're trying. They're just unable to keep that ball away from Lander University. They're getting the pressure on right now, though, but unable to follow it up.
Yeah, we've got a Rule 1 here between 80, sorry,
Pack.
Rashiel and Pack.
No, it's
Oh,
80.
no,
That's
80 and Pack, sorry. Yeah, you don't want to see that. That's unfortunate. But it's 2-on-2, so it's fair for both teams here. We're going to see the ball.
This is the
Okay.
real one of the century. They are. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about what they're doing right now
Yeah,
with
but
those
it
cars.
leaves Conestoga with a 2-on-0, and they're able to capitalize on that Rule 1.
You're gonna be seeing this on Twitter later. I'm sorry, but what is going on in our game?
Hey, you gotta. It's Rocket League. You gotta honor Rule 1. Sometimes Rule 1, they grow really fond of each other, and they want to get to know each other a little better. And that's what we saw there.
And it leads to Conestoga's favor. It's 1-1 now, and they found themselves right back in this one. In a pretty intense game. That's not the type of goal you expect to see, but it's the kind of goal that you're gonna take.
Yeah, exactly. That just goes to show the importance of following the gentleman agreement type rules in Rocket League. Everyone knows Rule 1. You don't leave a Rule 1 under any circumstance, and it paid off in Conestoga's favor this time. It's really a gamble. If you get in a ones game and you find yourself in a Rule 1, you just let the ball roll until somebody scores.
And speaking of someone
Scores.
scoring,
Yeah.
there's Pack. Unfortunate return there from Lander University. Again, this pressure that they put on, maybe Conestoga needs a 2v2 game because that third member of Lander has just been the difference maker so far,
Yeah.
continuously just keeping the ball in Conestoga's end.
Yeah, Rashiel wasn't able to read that one off the back wall, unfortunately. Just misses on the clearing attempt, and then Pack's there to put to home the rebound.
That ball coming right back over to Conestoga's zone, dropping right in front of the net. The double tap attempt from Slime here. He's been good for that, and a good play by Chunk there to keep it out of the net and over in the corner.
Yeah, that was a much more challenging save than it looked like by Chunk, because those are the ones you accidentally knock into your own net if you're not perfectly positioned to get that into the corner. Now it goes into the corner for 80. He's going to try and clear it here. It's 50'd with the Lander player, and now it's just bouncing in the middle of the zone. Chunk slows it down, and he gets a chance to flick that toward net, and that's in.
Little bit of help there from the end by the Lander player, but that's not what was important. What was important here is Chunk realized situationally he had a chance, because if you saw the body work, I'm pretty sure that was Rashiel.
Yeah, that was a great bump. Gave Chunk a straight shot on goal there, and that now it's a 2-2 game at 2-2-0-2-2 on the clock there.
It's just been so consistent with these killer twos, and there's another opportunity there for Chunk, and this is more of what Conestoga wanted to see in the opponent's zone, trying to get this thing going more so, and it's up to Rochelle on the individual effort, unable to get it, and the clear attempt not able to go out.
Here
Here's
comes Chunk. Flip reset, that's knocked away, but Rashiel is back to get that. Unfortunately, not able to clear it, and that's Slime.
The misplay. Yeah, he got a call. Oh, a moment of silence.
Yeah, you don't always want to boot that, but in that context, with no other players back, you want to maybe get that at least to the wall.
And that's unfortunate, too, because that's 3-2, Andrew. They've relinquished that tie game. It's lead in Lander University side, and when Lander gets a lead, they haven't relinquished it all series.
Yeah, so we want to see, hopefully, Conestoga can make the change in that statistic this game, but we've got another difficult shot on net. 80 is able to clear that one aside. And here comes Rashiel with an air dribble. He pops it over the first defender. It's going to be on the back wall for Slime, and he's going to start bringing that out of the Lander zone.
And just so efficiently he does, all the way over in Conestoga's end, all the way into Conestoga's net, end to end, a beautiful goal from Slime.
That was disgusting.
I have to call it how I see it.
That-
That's as good as it gets. End to end, off the backboard, individual effort the whole way.
Yeah.
No assist on that one. No assist deserved to be given out.
Yeah, that was some freestyle in there by Slime, which you don't always see in these type of games with so much pressure on. But he made the time and space and was able to take it.
And now it's a 2-goal game instead, which is just so unfortunate for Conestoga. With a minute left, it's going to take a little bit of a miracle.
Yeah, we want to see Conestoga try and get that ball towards the Lander net as soon as they can, or at least formulate some sort of play here.
Coming right back over at it is Pack. A shot on net. Chunk able to get it with the reverse side of his card. Conestoga now has to put the pressure on. 45 seconds left, and every second that ticks down, the opportunities dwindle with them.
Sorry, there was 80. He was going for an air dribble. He unfortunately got it knocked away by the Lander player, but here comes Chunk off the ceiling. See if he can do something with it. Really nice
Almost
touch.
able to do something with it. Bouncing off the ground. Almost to himself. Unable to get to it. Conestoga with 20 seconds left in this one. They have to score now. They have to score as soon as they can. You can't be scoring 2 goals in 10 seconds. That's almost unheard of. Coming back into the zone here. Conestoga on net opportunity. Unable to get to it. 10 seconds left. And they've brought the heat. But can they score?
It was a good demo by Rashiel, but unfortunately no one on Conestoga with enough boost to get that ball, and there's 3 seconds left. This one's going to go to Lander University, but we're going to see what happens before this ball hits the ground here.
Yeah, 1 second left here. Conestoga with no opportunity to get themselves back into this one. It hits the ground, and we're going to see you in Game 4. Conestoga down 3-1, and that's kind of a cursed score.
Yeah, 3-1. Scary, not impossible, but definitely a tough spot to be in. And you can see the boys are very.
They look worried. I won't lie to you.
Yep.
They look worried. That's the one thing I'd use to describe this. It's a tall order for Coach Hurd to give them the necessary pep talk, the necessary motivation, and the necessary strategies to get them back into this one. It looks like Lander figured them out in that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
specifically Slime.
Yeah, Slime with again, just one of the nicest goals we've seen this year, and that's a tough one to get against in a game where you need to win. We saw the rule 1 as well, which led to a goal for Conestoga.
It kind of led to the comeback for Conestoga.
Yeah, it
a
almost.
little bit.
Almost.
Those random plays, those things that you need to go more so in your favor, just weren't happening for Conestoga.
Yeah.
Call it ball luck, call it skill difference.
Yeah. You need as many bounces as you can get. You need to be creating your own bounces as well. You can see there too, Conestoga had 7 saves between their players, and that's a lot of shots on goal.
It is a ton, and Conestoga's plate has just been overloaded at this buffet. They're putting on more pounds than they're able to afford, and it's just coming back to bite them right now.
All right, we're going to go into Game 5 here. It's now 3-1 for the Lander University team, so see, it's match point for Conestoga.
Yeah, it's win or else the night is over for Conestoga, and there's Rashiel trying to get it back over in Conestoga's end. Yeah, mates, it's going to have to be a huge effort here from Conestoga. We talked about pressure before the game started. This is really when it starts to amp up.
Yeah, for sure. It's a do-or-die situation now. It's a hard shot off the backboard for the chunk. No one from Conestoga really there for it, but Rashiel's going to bring it up the wall again. 50's in the corner. It remains there.
This is going to be a comeback attempt here from Chunk, able to get it off the ground, just bouncing off his wheels a little bit. The shot opportunity there from Slime, and he's had Conestoga's number. There were 2 guys in net, and just a smarter shot, I guess, was able to beat them.
Yeah, just kind of a broken play there. Chunk, I think, didn't expect that to go back down off of the Lander University player, and that bounces in front, and then he's not able to get there in time, unfortunately. And it's now 1-0 with 4:19 left to play in Game 5.
Yeah, and again, like we said, they have to win this one or else they lose the series. It is a 3-1 deficit. And again, like you said, it's not impossible to come back 3-1. It's just very difficult. Here it is, Chunk on the air, trying to get over to it, unable to. It's 80 though, keeping the pressure alive. Conestoga really has to score here, stay in this one. Rashiel trying to follow it up, unable to get the ball positioning where he needed it to go, and here's Lander in a very dangerous spot. We've seen them score here a whole bunch now.
Yeah, Lander's been great with just getting good passes out front, putting them in spots where it's a good scoring opportunity for their teammates, but Rashiel's there to get that ball into the Lander corner, and 80's going to follow it up for a touch, knocked away by Pack.
And now here's Chunk. He's got to make a smart play with this, and he's able to make 1 guy miss. Able to make a 2nd miss, but he dies for his trouble.
Another demo in mid. This is dangerous for Conestoga, and it's knocked in by Repeat. Unfortunately, those 2 demos just left Conestoga a little bit stranded there, and Chunk wasn't able to get there to make this save.
With 3:21 left in this game, Conestoga is down 2-0. And they have to score, and they have to get back on this one, because if they don't, it's really over. And so it's going to be an all-out aggression here from Conestoga, I'd assume. And here they go. A demolition to start this one off, and it didn't matter. Able to keep composure and able to maintain that ball is Lander University. But here's Conestoga with an opportunity. Unable to, is 80.
80 not able to find that find the angle on that one to get it back towards the net. And now Rashiel's on the wall. He's going to knock this one down just above the crossbar, and it's knocked away by the Lander player, but it's going back out front. And no Conestoga player there for it.
Random demolition.
Yeah, you pick up the back check demo is always a good idea. Let's see if it pays off.
Trying to combine to send that one. Continue the aggression. Unable to. And there's a miss. There's a good opportunity for Lander, but unable to get to it. Was anybody. Chunk trying to bring it out, but with no boost. This is going to be such a difficult
What a touch. And that's knocked away. A really nice shot there by Rashiel from an unsuspecting pass. 80 puts that one out front. That's going to be knocked away by the Lander player. And uh-oh, we've got three Conestoga players deep.
And of course it's Slime, Andrew.
Yeah.
Of course it is Slime.
And we got repeat emoting on this goal. I believe he slides into the net upside down.
Yes, you are correct.
Hits
the emote as they
little bit
are.
of ego there.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but they're in the zone a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like Lander's really found a flow state here. They've just been making really mechanical plays on Conestoga. And there's one, maybe a redirect, doesn't need it. Rashiel scores, and Conestoga is back in this game 3-1.
They're back in the same boat of needing 2 goals to tie it up, which, you know, I would rather that than needing 3.
Yeah.
No matter how it is, you take them how they come. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And I like to say backs against the wall, and this is the epitome of it.
Yeah, this is crunch time for Conestoga. They absolutely need a couple more goals here. We're going to start 80 off on the attack. He's going for an air dribble mid. Runs out a boost and not able to really put that anywhere. It's going to be brought down the other way for repeat. Now he's going for an air dribble. Finds himself out of boost. And a nice pinch on defense for Chunk and Rashiel.
Here's 80 trying to follow it up on attack, trying to center it up for Chunk, who's not able to put that one on net. Didn't have the positioning required. A big demolition, though, as that comes back in Conestoga zone.
You're going to see Pack, he misses that one in the corner, so Rashiel gets a chance to clear this, and Chunk puts it home.
That's what they needed. That's what they needed, Andrew. One step closer to tying this up.
Yeah, we see that miss by repeat there, and that gives just space for Chunk to hammer it home on a great pass by Rashiel out of the top.
And that thing had some zip on it.
Yeah.
That thing really got in the net in a hurry. And now Conestoga in a much rare situation. Last game they needed 2 goals in a minute 30. Now they just need 1 with a minute 30. And this could be it.
Yeah, there comes 80. He's not able to put that there, but Rashiel follows it up, puts another shot on net. Cleared by the, not cleared all the way out, but cleared out of the front
out of
the net.
danger,
Yeah.
so to say.
Now it's all the way out. It's in the Conestoga corner.
Speaking of danger, this is not where Conestoga wants to be. Anytime the ball's been in their zone like this, Lander has had the advantage. They've been so relentless on their attacks, and it's going to be on Conestoga to get this thing out and then create a scoring opportunity.
There's
And
80,
here
gets it
is.
over 1. Can he get the next touch? He can't. It's knocked away by the Lander player.
We'll see if Lander can send this back into Conestoga's end. They do, but it's a good bounce for Conestoga. Chunk to Rashiel. Back to Chunk, baby, but he's unable to get to it. No boost, no play.
I think he went for the fake a little bit there, expecting the Lander player to dive at that. Unfortunately, it's doesn't beat him with that fake. But 80 goes for another touch here. That's knocked away by the Lander player. 38 seconds on the clock. Conestoga needs a score to stay alive.
These could be their last 30 seconds, so it really will come down to this.
What a
Every individual effort that you could ever pull out needs to be pulled out here in these last 20 seconds.
80 hits a psycho to tie it.
That would be the play of the century. I might just run out of the building.
Yeah.
As here we see Rashiel sending it in. Unable to get it in, though, but he's unable to get it to 80. They do have an opportunity here. 10 seconds left. Ball in their hands.
Conestoga needs a goal here. 5 seconds left to go on the clock. They need to at least get this ball into the air. And there's Chunk with a flick that's blocked. 80 goes up for it, puts it towards the Lander net. Lander's not knocked it down quite yet.
Staying alive, but it's going towards the net. Oh, it went towards the ground in too much of a fury, and it ends Conestoga's night. Just like that, 4-1. Lander University are your winners.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought battle by Conestoga. They really wanted that one. Unfortunately, Lander just able to hold it down and win the series there, 4-1. Hey, you know, Conestoga's season might not be over yet. There's a good chance it is, but they can be proud, I would say, of how they played there. They just got, maybe proud isn't the right word, but
They could hold their heads high after that loss.
they put up a fight.
Yeah, and that's all you can really hope for from them. We'll have to wait and see how the table of the standings shakes out for, of course, the playoffs, but that's neither here nor there. What is here is the fact that they played a very hard-fought game. Every single one of those games was within 3 goals, and that's all you can that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
When you're playing against a team as good as Lander University was, you have to give them their props. An excellent team.
Yeah, exactly. You have to definitely give them. You could see just the mechanical skill on the Lander University team there. You know, you had that some gross plays by Slime.
Oh, absolutely
And-
disgusting.
And when that kind of stuff is happening to you in real time in a competitive game, it's really like to just stay mentally focused and be like, what's this guy doing to us? Is pretty impressive for them to keep their composure like that. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they stayed in it the whole way. I thought there was a lot of games that were just 1 or 2 bounces away from going in their favor, and just unfortunately couldn't capitalize on a lot of the opportunities that they also had.
Yeah, you could see that just a few. I mean, that's what Rocket League is, right? You get down to a few weird bounces, and all of a sudden, you're behind, and you're like, how did this happen? And you can see they're not. They're coping with the loss. I'm sure they'll be back to high spirits pretty quickly. They still like to play Rocket League together, whether it's competitive or not. So,
And of course,
They have
there
that
is
camaraderie.
always another semester this year to continue the action to keep things going. Of course, they like to hop into their VOD review immediately, and so I'm not surprised that they're all there, all locked in, all watching back that game. What could have changed? What could have went better? And how could we win next time we find ourselves in this position?
yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's a great mindset to have. You don't want to dwell on a loss too hard. You want to be able to keep your mind clear, but when you're in that improvement mindset and just seeing, hey, these are these little mistakes we got to tighten up, get ourselves ready for the next season. I believe they still have like a national tournament as well, so they're going to be definitely focusing on prepping for that.
They got to be locked in. They
Yeah.
have to be locked in.
Exactly, yeah. So they're gonna go back to the drawing board here and just work with Coach Hurd.
Yeah,
Just
keep
find what
working
they
with
can-
Coach Hurd,
yeah.
and we'll be back Monday. Sadly,
Rocket
not
League team.
Rocket League, but we will be back Monday with more streams for you guys.
Yeah.
Next week, it's playoffs here at Conestoga, and for a lot of our collegiate teams, playoffs week is Monday, 8 p.m. we start, and I'm not sure how the schedule will shake out, but I'm assuming lots of great content from all of our Condors channels. Andrew, any closing thoughts?
I'm just excited for playoffs week. I'm excited for the stakes to be nice and high, and we get to go bananas as casters here and be like, yeah, did you see that?
We really get to ham it up with the energy. Conestoga gave us a great game today, but unable to capitalize. We will see you in future streams watching us here on the Condors Esports channels. We wish you a great one.
Condors Esports is innovating intercollegiate gaming in Ontario and beyond. We've built a community where you can compete, play, and work in a dynamic program accessible from all campuses.
Condors Esports is more than just gaming. Here, you'll find empowerment and inspiration in state-of-the-art facilities equipped with the latest technologies and unwavering support.
We are varsity athletes, turning victories into championships as high-performing gamers.
We are relentless, constantly pushing our limits and pursuing excellence through every match.
We are Condors. Gaming connects us on campus or online, all through best-in-class equipment.
We're building a foundation of experience, powered by our passion, and developing skills that drive personal and professional success.
We are eager students, transforming our dreams into careers in dynamic and emerging industries.
Condors Esports goes beyond gaming, fostering enduring friendships, unforgettable experiences, and meaningful connections.
This is your chance to transform your passion for video games, esports, and technology into something impactful. Learn how Conestoga is introducing Condors Esports to your campus and connect with fellow Condors striving to soar.
We